All right, let's dive on in here. So like I said, while a lot of the decks we play are viewer submissions, occasionally people submit decks for me to build, and this was a deck that was submitted that we built that felt like a lot of fun, so we're playing it again here today. This is a Twisted Diana deck. So Twisted Fate, for those not familiar, is this 4-cost champion here. It's a 2/2 with quick attack, which means it hits first inside of combat. Hey, Elfineer, thanks for the brand new Prime support. I really appreciate that. Welcome to Oglandia. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month and keeping me employed. When you play Twisted Fate out, he's a great value card. He plays a Destiny card of your choosing when he comes out. So he either draws a card and gives you a spell mana, deals 1 damage to the enemies, all enemies in the enemy nexus, or he's an incredible tempo play, dealing 2 damage and stunning their strongest enemy unit. This deck is very good at leveling Twisted Fate. We've got salvage to draw cards. We've got extra copies of pick a card to draw 3 cards. We've got cantrips like Pale Cascade that draw cards when we play them out. We've got some Pool Sharks. We've got some Messenger Sigils here that put good boys into our deck that draws cards. Speaking of Messenger Sigil, this is one card that always gets some head turns in this deck, but I've actually really liked this inclusion. Messenger Sigil is a card that's similar to Lunari Duskbringer in that it's a card that allows us to play our Nightfall units on turn 2 with Nightfall. So Nightfall is a mechanic that says if it's explicitly not the first card you've played in a turn, it gains a bonus. So in the case of Diana, our second champion here, always has quick attack, and Nightfall gives her Challenger. So Challenger paired with quick attack is a good combination of keywords because forcing things to block when you hit first is great. She's basically an aggressive threat that helps us control the board a little bit. Incredible mid-range tool. Lunari Shadestalker is one of our other Nightfall cards, permanently gives itself elusive. This effect is very, very good when paired with gems from things like Gift Giver to power it up, or things like Mentor of the Stone, which powers up the ally next to it. So I'm going to go ahead and dive on into some games here with this and see how it goes. Do you think Runeterra being new, it has the potential to be a bigger content game than Magic as card slots set or infused? Additionally, it seems like Wizards doesn't have any interest in getting out of their own way to improve the game and player experience. I think Runeterra basically has nowhere to go but up. I think the core gameplay that they've created for this game, paired with how big League of Legends is as an IP, especially as they plan to add things like they're coming out with like an anime or a cartoon version using the League of Legends IP. I think there's a ton of potential for this game in general. I think as they ramp up the card pool and add tournament and support like that, I expect the game to grow. So opponent playing Misfortune Gangplank here, another aggressively slanted pirate deck. I think I'm going to mulligan Mentor of the Stones here. I'm going to keep the rest of these though. We did finish the tutorial plateau yesterday, Tiago. I had a bug with my YouTube upload for the Breath of the Wild, so I had to re-upload it this morning, but the archive should be live on my YouTube channel later today. What's the buy-in cost of Runeterra? You can buy any tiered deck in this game for less than $30. There's no predatory loot boxes or random packs in Runeterra. You literally just spend money to buy exactly the cards you want. The free-to-play in Runeterra is also generous, I am told, but I can't speak to that personally because I spend money on games that I play. I think I'm holding on to Messenger Sigil now. Again, I generally hold this to enable Nightfall, although I have Dusk Petals, so maybe that's not strictly true. Maybe I just want to get the good boys into my deck. I'm gonna pass for now and bank my mana here. You can bank up to 3 mana across turns in Runeterra. Landmark cards will take up a unit slot, Artisan, so it'll be one of your 6 things on the board, based on the preview that we saw, the little spoiler thing.
No prey, no pay.
think I play Pool Shark here. And then we can pocket aces to make this a 3-3 to trade with here, which seems good. What's a good constructed deck for newbies to start playing ranked with? My recommendation for a first-time constructed deck is either the... I have 3 recommendations. Either the Pirate Noxious aggro, like we're playing against right now, Spider aggro with Elise, or the Girl Scouts deck, the Misfortune Quinn deck.
Love ya. I'll be damned.
Is it better to Pale Cascade there because it's temporary? That's a good observation. Maybe. So the upside to waiting on Pale Cascade is that if I play Pale Cascade after playing Twisted Fate, I get to, if I Pale Cascade after playing Twisted Fate, I get to draw a card with it. That's a little bit awkward on the pick a card here. So this is fleeting, drawn from the Pool Shark last turn. So if I don't use this, I lose it. Oh wait, twist, I can blue card, right? Yeah, JK, LOL. Blue card gives us a spell mana. So we play this, and then we'll go up to 3 spell mana, and then I can play this. Yeah, I understand. So, Insane, when I ask for specifics on card recommendations, I'm not asking you to tell me, like, what the card does. Like, I can read the card text. I'm in most cases asking for, like, what problem do we have, and how is that problem solved? Alright, so this is a powder keg. So this is going to make their next thing deal 1 extra. So there's an incredible likely chance that they're going to kill Twisted Fate this turn with a deal 1. So do I play the pick a card and hope that's not the case? Or do I just pass and hold Pale Cascade to protect this? I think I want to just pick a card. Oh, I can drag it. Yeah, that's a good call. Okay, yeah, that's a good call. So we haven't attacked it. We can attack with this and see what they do. Okay, so there's the Make It Rain. So now do I Pale Cascade to save this? I think so. Anyone recommend good resource guide for looting Runeterra? I'm new to the genre. It feels like I take bad lines so often. In terms of actual in-game gameplay mechanics, the best recommendation is just kind of doing what you're doing now, watching other people play and talk through their lines. Runeterra tends to have a lot of permutations of decisions you can make every turn. Getting first-hand practice in is good as well. Trying your best to be reflective of the games you play and think about things you could have done differently in them on average tends to be a good thing to do as well. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Twisted Fate and red card here to kill these two. I could gold card to stun this, but killing these two seems better than stopping this from attacking me for the turn.
Hang them by their entrails. Go on then. Watch the ball, folks.
Gems are superb. Bad for the teeth, though.
Play out our fleeting mentor here. Attack with these.
Don't you dare run.
Welcome back, Jace. So, if you're not a mod that's been timed out before, the other mods are bullies. And they frequently aggro mods who don't have swords to defend themselves.
No one's the wiser.
They are real quick. You're not wrong. If you're a swordless mod, you have a target on your back. Yep, they can see your sub-icon. I think I'm playing this out as another blocker for this. Stop staring. How are you a swordless mod? If I time out someone who's a moderator, they lose their mod sword.
In possession. behind you.
Something the matter. Wait a minute. You're bluffing.
What if I do this and then hush this? Think I like that? It gains me, it's using the hush as a gain 3 basically. Twisted Fate's gonna take a little bit of damage here, but I can heal him back up with gems after combat. They do have the Sleep with the Fishes here, but they're gonna have to deal damage to their own things for that. Rex, they can't Rex us for one more turn yet, right? So we're not getting Rex this turn. Yeah, we did unfortunately miss out on a gem there, because there is a hard hand size limit in Runeterra. So if you have 10 cards and you go to draw or generate another, it just doesn't happen.
Keep up, keep up.
Getting close, Cody.
No use trying. Lock the doors.
So if I Pale Cascade into Messenger, we level this up.
Looks like I'm on a hot streak.
Almost a nice Twisted Fate. So Twisted Fate's leveled mode. Every time we play our first 3 cards in the turn, he plays his Destiny cards in order. So the next card we play will also blue card, then red card, then gold card. We are at 8, which is a little bit low, especially with the Sleep with the Fishes in their hand. But we might be able to get out of this. Depends on how much burn they have.
Your king has returned.
Sounds good, Griffinson. They did that, so we're probably dead. I would assume we're dead.
Illness by moonlight.
They could have a second Decimate. They could also just have, like, another Sleep with the Fishes here. It's very possible that our deck wants... what's the card? The heal... The, what's it called? Heal in it? The, no, not Star Shaping. The heal 2 draw one. Yeah. Guiding Touch, yeah. I don't think I want to give up Messenger's Sigil strictly, but I think that's a card worth considering in the deck. Last time we played this, Pirate Aggro wasn't as popular. And Touch is a burst card that levels Twisted Fate. So I kind of want to get some of these in here. It is just one of these. I'm gonna trim around the edges here and see how the guiding touches feel. I mean, 10-2 cost cards is kind of rough. I don't think that's strictly true. Especially because, like, Guiding Touch isn't strictly a card that you're playing on the second turn of the game. After turn 5 or so, Sigil turns so bad. I don't think that's strictly true either. Sigil, in fact, having cheap burst cards to pair with level Twisted Fate also often tends to be very good. So this just being a good card for enabling Twisted Fate often ends up being reasonable. Bastion's probably not super useful here. We're going to have a turn with Messenger Sigil like I talked about earlier, where we bank a spell mana on 1, and then do this into this on 2. I don't really think I have room for a Spacey Sketcher. With that play, do I play out my Dustbringer now? Probably.
Lunari, rise! You cannot hold us down.
Ours is the one true light.
Mother Moon Veil.
Devotion to battle.
Little bit of a hit there. I think we're just opening on attacking for 2 to start here.
The game. Go on, man.
I think we'll pull Shark plus Dustbringer here and then bank a spell mana.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
This will draw us a fleeting card here, but we can play any card in our deck that's drawn this turn. Our most expensive card costs 4, which is this and Twisted Fate. Pull Shark. Pull Shark's really a card that rewards you for keeping the curve in your deck low. Another Stygian's real rough.
A little luck for those who need it.
I'll take another 4-ball here. Opponent is playing Targon Shadow Isles with the Nightfall aggro deck, so they do have the Drain Beast in their deck. The Nightfall deal 2, gain 1. I think we're dead, chat. I think we have died. Opponent's curve was really impressive there. I think their archetype's really sweet. Probably a little bit underplayed. The Nightfall aggro deck seems real good. I disagree with your take there, Varvain. Like, if you're trying to say Zenith Blade solves kegs so you can hook the kegs better, like if they're blowing up your keg in response to you hooking it, they're just gonna blow up the keg in response to you playing your Zenith Blade and blow you out with a 2-for-1. I'm keeping all of these. I realized the Messenger Sigil Shadestalker curve didn't work out last game. Hopefully it plays out a little bit better here. See if they have Teemo on 1 or not. Looks like our opponent's playing the Ferocious Mushrooms deck we've been talking about earlier. I think this archetype's also very sweet.
2, 3, 4. Darkness hides in my path.
Yeah, I agree that I don't really feel like Zenith Blade solves problems that this archetype has.
Forgive me.
I think Zenith Blade, if you're interested in playing a Zenith Blade Diana deck, I think Zenith Blade is very good in the Diana Vi deck that I've played a bit of on stream. Man, that's rough. I was expecting whatever trick they had to be able to punch through with Pale Cascade or Bastion, but that's no longer the case. Timo is a large gentleman here. We'll play Pool Shark. I think I'm just going to bank 2 spell mana here, rather than playing out another one of these. If I play out a second Pool Shark, there's a chance that I draw 2 fleeting cards that I can't play both of, which wouldn't be great.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared. The journey is difficult. These will protect you.
Braum plus Bastion. I don't know, maybe Diana? I think there's a lot of different directions you could go with that.
Night flowers upon my blade.
Here beyond.
Find your own light within the darkness.
Yours is a light I cherish, Moon Sister.
This would be a good winter.
Pretty sure we're just smashing with everything here.
Rise!
I'm gonna go ahead and hook old Timo here.
Fly away while you can.
Gonna go ahead and bank some spell mana this turn.
Nothing like the great outdoors!
Untwisted Fate, please.
Yeah, never know what.
Am I hushing this? I think I'm hushing this, right?
Where you going?
They could have a pump spell here, but that's fine. Static Shock, sure.
An auspicious season.
Push on without me!
Thermo Beam. That's pretty good. Cannot save her, unfortunately. 1 mana short of Pale Cascade.
This would be a good winter.
Gems are superb.
Well, I guess we're just pick-a-carding this turn.
A little luck for those who need it.
We'll probably bottom this Dusk Petal.
Warm hearts and hot soups.
Okay. So Johnny's at 3 out of 5 here.
You own what you take.
I'm always up for a round or two.
Gold card. Their Overwhelm unit here.
These eyes see all.
going?
Sweet, isn't it? Let's pass and see what they do here. Obviously, we're going to play this Pale Cascade out as well, because it's fleeting, so might as well draw a card with it.
Blessed by snow and stars.
So she's going to level up here in a second, so that's nice.
Ill-matched by moonlight. They tried to blind me with resplendence, but they could not break me.
Lady Luck is smiling.
I will be heard. Moonlight guide me.
Do I attack with this? Probably not. That's probably loose.
This will be a good winter.
We're at 5 out of 8 on Twisted Fate here. He'll go up to 6 out of 8 on their turn. And then this will put him up one more. That's unfortunate.
No.
An auspicious season.
We really need to dodge them having another Sejani. Okay. Alright.
Pain is nothing.
That's unfortunate.
I was forged by winter. Ride onward.
So they actually were kind of okay here, right? So I get to go Guiding Touch, heal myself, level Twisted Fate. And then I get to play a bunch of burst spells here, which include gold carding to stun the Sejani. So that puts a blue card out. This puts a red card out. This puts a gold card out.
They've always been a fun guy.
That's super unfortunate that we hit a mushroom. I guess it's not that unfortunate, but it is sad.
Looking into the future, I see.
Purple?
The Serpentine.
I put a Dusk Petal back into my deck with a pick a card. For people wondering where this came from.
Let's not ruffle our feathers. Who's gonna close up? The game. Go on then. Watch.
Go on, man.
Born for conquest.
Wait a minute.
Dead in their tracks.
Leveled Twisted Fate is very good. So, am I supposed to pick a card, put the salvage back in my deck? I've not, Extreme Otter. I think I'm just supposed to pass here. Yeah, I think there's a chance we deck.
We see through all. They grow up so fast.
We might run out of cards. We are at 10 cards left.
Who has the serpentine?
That is a real concern here. Puffcat Peddler is also very scary with our current deck count. I agree.
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
Unseen, unheard.
Okay. Yep. It's gonna be a close game.
Cold and unforgiving as moonlight.
Hold it, partner.
For truth.
Face your heretic.
Am I supposed to play this out to get an attack in with it? I could play it and gem it.
Tidings from the sky.
Do I double gem Twisted Fate so he can attack too? She already activated, chat. She only activates once. Do I double gem this to get in here with this too? Maybe? Maybe? I think the answer is no. Usually one activation's enough. So that's why people think about it that way.
Not a meddler.
I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
I refuse.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, Twisted Fate is nutso. Do.
Dead in their tracks.
It's good. It's good stuff, Chad. It's good stuff.
In Avarosa's name. Easy.
Is Twisted Fate my favorite champion? Yeah, definitely. His leveled mode is just super satisfying to play with. All right, we have lethal next turn, Chad, if we don't die. Fingers crossed. No 4-ball. Yes! Pupper! All right, so Pale Cascade you.
Cloaked in silver light.
I guess we could still die here on this. We could still die here on this one. Oh wait, they could have Sajani still, right? Because because of Twisted Fate, I don't get to play at burst speed.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
All right, we just attack, right?
Nothing.
Fly away while you can.
Harsh winds. Oh no! Oh no! They have harsh winds, chat. Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Gems are superb.
All right, we got it.
Hold it, partner.
There are 8 cards in our deck and 8 puff caps. Oh no! Oh, we were so close. We were this close. Oh gosh. All right. 16 puff caps and 7 cards. I don't like our odds, chat. I don't like our odds, chat. Things are not looking good for our hero.
You're bluffing.
Good game, opponent. That was great. We were this close. New Runeterra spoiler on Twitter. Let's check it out, huh? I don't know why the sound's not working, but... The Slaughter Docks. Round start, toss 1. If you are deep, destroy me to summon a random sea monster. That's kind of sweet. It's like an enabler that turns into a payoff. Again, for people that haven't seen the landmark type, this is a new card type that will take up one of your 6 unit slots on your board, and it can't attack or block. But I like this design though. Yeah, the art is sweet here, for sure. I like that it enables you getting deep, and then once you are deep, you get to get a monster out of it, which is sweet. And another. Sunk costs. Shuffle a unit or landmark into its deck. That's all right. It's slow, but Could see that seeing play if landmark interaction is super important. The cards keep being in slightly different spots. Round start, deal me 2. Lounging Lizard. So this card, it attacks for 3 twice. You play it on 3, attack. It goes to a 3/3 on their turn. It goes to a 3/3/3/1 on your next turn. That's interesting. I wonder if this is a card. Yeah, it pairs. It's decent with Swain. This could also be it's reasonable with Vlad. This could be an okay card for kinda sucks. No, I don't think so. So like the surface level of what you need to think of this card as is this card basically reads deal 6 over 2 turns for 3 mana, right? And that's before you talk about synergies. So there's gems and things that heal it. There's things like Vlad and Swain that this enables. Yeah, I like this a lot. I mean, if you think about it, Decimate is a card that deals 4 damage for 5 resources, and this is a better rate than that can have some good synergies with it. So this is probably a card that's worth exploring. Sure, you could give it tough to make it last longer. Yeah, this is a sweet card. A lot of different places that seem like it could be reasonable. Fortune Croaker. Deal 1 to me. Play, deal 1 to me and an ally to draw 1. Oh wow, so we're getting like a bunch of like Vlad Swain support, huh? Deal 1 to me and an ally to draw 1. Okay. Yeah, could be okay with Twisted Fate too. Box Tapas. Wow, there is a ton of support for Vlad and self damage style stuff. 2, 3. This is a neat design. So like it's a 3/1 challenger for 2, but you can synergize it to make it better. So like with gems and other stuff like that and heals, this card gets really good very quickly, huh? The art is funny too. You've got an octopus that boxes with all the boxing gloves. Krusty Croger, play deal 2 to me. Okay, so we have a bunch of cards like this, right? Why does Bilgewater have the best art in the game? Yeah, I kind of think it does. I agree with that. Kill an ally to kill a unit or destroy a landmark. Kill an ally to kill a unit or destroy a landmark. That could be okay. Sweet. And that was on the Runeterra Twitter here. So if you want to check those out yourself, you can do that up there. I'm sure they're on their YouTube channel and stuff as well. Yeah, Landmark's a new card type. It takes up one of your 6 board slots, but then you can't attack or block with it. It's kind of, if you're familiar with Magic, it's kind of similar to an enchantment style card. The deep landmark seems very sweet. Targan Mono Hermidinger. Mono Hermidinger probably means Bastion's going to be good. I'm going to mulligan Gift Giver and Guiding Touch. I'm going to keep the Dustbringer, and hopefully we'll find like a Shade Stalker or something to play on too.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
Not only that, Axe, but they mentioned when they spoiled landmarks that they intend to errata a few cards that already exist to destroy landmarks, which is really sweet. So I think they said, the Comet that you generate with the 3-cost Invoke card was one that they listed, but I like that that's something they're going to be doing. So some cards that are already in the game will be able to kill landmarks.
A little luck for those who need it. It's our time.
This card, the Comet that this generates.
Sunlight guides
Are they going to rename cards as landmarks? No, they're not going to turn existing cards into landmark Shark Boss. They're going to update some of the existing pieces of interaction to also interact with landmarks.
Her flowers bring the moonlight with them.
Mother Moon very.
No more hiding.
Jim this one and attack in.
Tick.
Just going to let this happen. I think I want to save this Bastion to counter something when they target my thing. If they pass here, I'm probably just going to pass back and burn a mana. Some treasure. Okay, so they can no longer get excited this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just salvage here. They did just discard Hush versus the Elusive is a good observation. They could have another is a good thought.
Gems are superb. Bad for the teeth, though.
Bad for the teeth, though. Well, I just got the most punished possible. I was expecting to be able to play around to get excited, but I definitely should have just left Bastion up, huh? It's pretty punishing. Probably gonna lose. We really needed that Elusive to do stuff. Okay. That's a good boy right away. Okay, that's a pick a card. That could maybe generate us enough card advantage to get back in this game. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards total in our hand right now.
These gems grant a wearer harmony.
Assume they're going to take a trade here. Nah, I don't think saving Mentor is worthwhile there, Dave. We'll pick a card, shuffling the Dust Petal back into our deck here, I think. Then we'll have 1 spell mana banked, and we'll go up to 7 total mana this turn. So hopefully we can play most of what we draw. That's actually kind of a sweet combo, because we'll pick a card this back into the deck, and then we'll play Shadestalker. Hey, good morning, Bob.
Darkness hides.
The variety segments have been plenty happy. Do I proactively Bastion this? I think I need to, right? Because I need to get, So I have a pick a card on waiting to resolve next turn, so we're going to draw up to draw 4 cards again next turn. Oh, wow. Opponent sequenced that really well. Well, we have our card drawn down.
playing bilge rules, son?
Night flowers upon my blade. Sapphire, gem of our divine patron.
Think we just pass here? I'm drawing 2 fleeting cards next turn from the pool sharks.
We go.
You leave me no recourse.
Dog.
So that thing they attacked with just now was a scout. So my opponent will get a chance to play another... they are going to get a chance to attack again here with this. So, I mean, ideally I want to draw a Hush here, right?
Mother Moon very.
I think I'm going to just take this hit and hope to draw a Hush to try and kill through.
Protector.
Twisted Fate right away to try and get him going. So I've got 1, 2, 3 draws in my hand right now.
Never lost a fair game. Or played one.
They could kill him in response here is the worry. I don't have Bastion up. Sure.
Blue as the serpentine.
One thing that's scary about these Targon decks is Flash of Brilliance in them can generate the Celestial deal damage to everything spell now, which is real good.
Looks like trouble.
They could have a Hush of their own. I'm gonna leave Twisted Fate back. I'm gonna attack with the rest.
Win. Answers, I have them.
Heim's a little scary, but I'm probably gonna level Twisted Fate here, right?
It also designed enables rapid projectile firing.
I already attacked Dirty Digits. should Bastion this, right? We'll level him first. Yeah, we're gonna draw one and then Bastion.
On a hot streak.
And then level Twisted Fate's very hard to beat here. Very, very strong card with all of our burst spells.
Rise, my priest, and seek collective knowledge!
Oh, wait. Crap. So that play means I can no longer gold card. Yeah, I think I should have gold carded the elusive before I let them get that down. That was probably a mistake. I'm at 7. I'm at 11 at least, but yeah, I think that was wrong. We had a second Twisted Fate already.
Yes, again!
I'm a people person.
Yeah, if we die because we didn't stun this, I'm gonna be real sad. That could definitely be a thing. We could get further built over, we could get burned out from here.
Speak, stars. Speak, I say!
Eyes open.
Another thing too, like, we cut the third messenger sigil. Seeing how this game's playing out and how one of the other games we played is playing out, I kind of wonder, are we supposed to have, like, not cut it so we can keep our deck count up?
The moon is our queen, the night her kingdom. By the moon's crescent blade.
Dead in their tracks.
Yeah, we're not out of this game just yet, but things aren't looking. Could go either way.
My most groundbreaking invention to date!
So
Floaty crystals!
I will be heard.
do I pocket aces proactively here? Don't think so.
Oh dear!
I think we go for lethal here.
Cloaked in silver light.
Close game. Them blocking like that is the reason to not proactively pocket aces there. Which, I don't know that their blocks are strictly wrong, just because they want to kill us with the elusive next turn is probably their best out to victory. The guiding touches have been really good. I'm kind of finding myself missing my messenger sigils late, though. Is it crazy to trim a Hush? Maybe I trim a Salvage? Salvage has been a little clunky. I'm gonna trim a Salvage and put the other messenger sigil back in. I've really liked that card so far today. I have to update this is one of the Runeterra decks that's up on my website. I'll have to update the list there to include guiding touches after we're done today. Twisted Fate Swain. Bastion sounds great. Guiding Touch is pretty okay in this matchup too. They tend to have a lot of damage-based removal. I think I'm mulliganing these two, looking for threats to pair with them. Yeah, we've been playing Runeterra for almost 3 hours this morning as a point of reference in Diamond or Platinum or whatever rank I am, and we've only played against Lee Sin once. Well, maybe I should have mulliganed more aggressively. Keeping both of these instead of mulliganing for more free units could have been bad. That says deck's broken, and they made it to Masters. I'm not actually convinced that deck is that powerful in terms of win rate. I think it just feels really bad to play against. Which is a reason why it should probably be changed, but I definitely think there's an argument that from a pure power level perspective, it's not really that absurd. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and Messenger Sigil into Lanari Shadestalker here so I can hold up Bastion to protect it since it's our only threat.
For truth.
Yeah, I think the Lisa Index is a feels bad deck is an accurate take. Yeah, I agree with her.
Never lost a
I think it's something that should definitely change.
Soak it in.
I think I'm playing this out. Pocket Aces is a great pickup. Feels like they have a make it rain. They're just passing. Well then. Do that now, because it's going to be more expensive next turn. So on Disoriental. Yeah, if you like tempo decks too, I'd highly recommend checking out the Twisted Fizz deck that's up on my website. I think that's a really fantastic tempo deck in general. I think I'm attacking like this, and I think I'm going to proactively Bastion this just to push more damage. Just get that spell shield going. Hey, Dream. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be bringing more tournament sports to Runeterra, both Spectator and other things. game. Game has a lot of potential for a lot of different reasons. I think I'm just salvaging here, try and draw through my deck a little bit. That's scary. So it's going to get up to 6 cards next turn, so if they have a salvage, they're going to get to level it. Straight, welcome to the channel. I think we're just passing. What style of deck are we playing? We're playing an aggressively slanted mid-range deck. I don't think our deck in particular is top tier, but I think it's a lot of fun. Twisted Fate is a really sweet card to get to level up, and our deck's usually pretty good at doing that. Although this person might be beating us to that punch this game.
Gotta go with the flow.
Gold card is currently killing this because it's their strongest. Is it more fun than Magic? Fun is super subjective. Runeterra is my favorite card game that exists right now. I think it has a really fantastic mix of a lot of things. I made a short video last night talking about why I like a lot of things about it. It's a good bullet point. Yeah, but he's just going to level next turn, right? I don't think we're going to be able to beat this Dorko, unfortunately. I guess I play my Twisted Fate and red card them here, but definitely a little bit behind. Maybe our Bastion on this could help us through, but this has to see us draw 8+ cards. We're nowhere near doing that, right?
Who says I don't share?
Yeah, I think the people that made Runeterra have definitely benefited from the incredible wealth of games that came before them. And there's definitely a lot of things in Runeterra make me stop and think, oh, this is someone who's played a lot of other card games and they fixed this thing that tends to suck in other card games.
Hesitation's a tell.
Runeterra, and that's one of the things I listed in my video, from a visual standpoint, Runeterra is the most gorgeous digital card game I've ever played. It's very, very well done. It's very, very obvious that Riot is a video game company and is good at creating software.
Nothing left when I'm done.
So, the spell shields protect these from the kegs. I take 2, but their Twisted Fate's gonna level on my draw step here.
Got a surprise for him.
Must we fight?
What's going on, Quack? I mean, to my defense, a big part of why it took me so long to finally take a break from Magic is, like, playing Magic on Twitch pays for my mortgage. So, like, this break is a good chance that, like, I end up having to go back to Magic if things don't work out, because I do enjoy having a job and a place to live and enjoy feeding my children, so. All of those are things I am particularly fond of being able to do.
We were peaceful once.
We'll see. I talked about it a little bit earlier, so to share some of my back-end metrics, I've had about 2,500 concurrent subs streaming Magic and making Magic content for the last 2.5 years. If I can get up to, or if I can maintain 1,500 subscribers doing Runeterra content, I plan to move into just doing Runeterra stuff.
Blue as the serpentine.
Magic's been toxic enough that I don't mind making less than I was making playing Magic, because it's a quality of life increase to be able to play a game I enjoy more. How many months am I going to look at to determine that maintenance? Depends on how steep the drop-off is, multiple zero. I'm definitely doing all of October focusing on Runeterra.
Ball, folks.
And I'll reassess at the end of the month. Think we've died, chat. Hellborn Moose, thank you for the 10 sub gifties. I appreciate that. Good morning. Supporting the cause, I appreciate it. So I can't save this, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, they hit Twisted Fate first there. One of the weaknesses of the deck that we're playing is that, aside from Diana, we're not very interactive. So, if our opponent gets a Twisted Fate early, we have a hard time keeping up with it because we can't interact with it. Yeah, Diana and Twisted Fate are interaction. And if we don't have those. And like, that game specifically, they had a higher power thing, so we couldn't gold card their Twisted Fate. Swain Twisted Fate again. I kind of think all these cards are great, huh? We have this to enable this. Mentor the Stones is good with Diana down the line. If we just keep all these. Thanks, Forksmith. I agree that one of my strongest strengths as a streamer is when I have the ability to teach the game that I'm playing. And card games tend to lend themselves to being teachable. Card games lend themselves to being teachable more than a lot of other video games do.
Temperamental as the moonlight. Mother Moon very.
So, I don't think I want to trade my 2-1 for their 1-1. I think I'd rather hold this back to block their 2-2, so I'm only going to attack with the elusive this turn. Hades was fun. And that's honestly one of the reasons why I've enjoyed Runeterra 2 is that, one of the reasons I enjoy Runeterra 2 is it feels like there's more teaching, learning moments in the game as well. Like because there's more player agency on average per game where you make decisions that matter, you get more chances to learn from the games that you're playing.
Yours is a light I cherish, Moon Sister.
The problem with sub-gifts as deck submissions label is that there's no easy tracking method for it. Submitting decks is also a good way to support the content. You can submit decks with donations or bits. That's not going to change. We just do this. Trade, eat. Yeah, the priority system is super, super rewarding. Gives you a lot of opportunities to leverage knowledge of the game. So, the problem with playing Twisted Fate here is if they have a Twisted Fate, they get to gold card my Twisted Fate. I'm going to start by attacking for 2 and see what they do, because attacking passes priority to them. They're just passing. I might just take the pass. The problem is, I think they're the more controlling deck in this matchup, so I kind of feel like they're favored as we go along. Yeah, I'm going to take the pass. So we'll end they passed. If I pass 2, we end the round. We both burn the same amount of mana. And look, we got rewarded for passing. So now I'm going to be able to play Twisted Fate out here. And it will, playing Twisted Fate this turn with Pale Cascade means I can protect it a little bit. It also means I can gold card this Dorko to keep him from attacking us. Spinifex, thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So I gotta kind of decide, do I think I am going to try and run them down with this elusive, or am I going to try and level Twisted Fate? I kind of think I'm going to go on the level Twisted Fate plan here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and trade these. If they have the deal 2 to a thing and 1 to me, I'm going to be sad here, but I think this is my route to victory, is trying to level Twisted Fate. Okay, fantastic.
We were peaceful once.
Twisted Fate is now at 4 of 8. We just played him.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
Now I want to go to attacks in case they have...
Our time.
In case they have, what's it called, right? Make it rain? Yay, I agree, Spinifex. And honestly, like I said, I understand that I'm going to drop supporters, and I don't expect people that aren't into Runeterra or my variety stuff to continue subbing. I just want to gauge how many people there are that are into those things at this point, because I'm more into them than Magic, because I agree with you, Standard's been bad for a long time, and Historic has been awkward since Jumpstart is also my take on Historic. I've not been super happy with it since they added Muxus. Well, there goes the Twisted Fate game plan, huh?
Find your own life.
These cards glowing green are fleeting, which means they're going to go away in a turn, so we're going to make sure we play all of these out. Hey, Stray Demon Soul, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome to Oglandia.
The journey is different. These
Thanks, Stray, I appreciate it. Something that I will do, especially the folks that are subbing new for Runeterra, you should make sure you pop in the Discord server as well. Towards the middle of the month, I'll be sending out a formal Google form survey to people that are subscribed to get a feel for which content they're subscribed to support. It's one of the best ways in my experience to get a good gauge of what people are enjoying.
Who says I don't share?
Victory awaits.
we will be free.
I think I'm gemming this so that way she doesn't die to Ravenous Flock.
Tidings from the sky.
And then this is fearsome. So this turn I can, if they open attacks, I can go Messenger Sigil, Pale Cascade this. Which levels Diana.
Path in the dark.
So now Diana gets to hop in front of Twisted Fate here. And this gets to hop in front of here. And like, we're not in a good spot, but we're not like just dead. Got another good boy drawn up here. Okay, that went better than expected. They didn't have a burn spell here. I suppose they could have a Make It Rain to kill this.
Tidings.
He's the new card drop. Yeah, we talked about the new card reveals earlier today. You can find them earlier in this video once it goes up on YouTube.
They should thank you.
Maybe I should post that. Maybe I should post that as its own video too. Spent a couple minutes on it.
Darkness hides in their path.
Twisted Fate, please. I think I'm gonna open on Salvage, because if we hit Twisted Fate, we can still play that. It's not a terrible pickup.
Mother Moon, veil me. Forgive me.
Might be right to attack with the doggo too. I don't think I mind trading 2/2s. So Hush wipes all the keywords off of something. So if they start the turn by attacking, we get to Hush their Swain. And then block it with a 1/1. Maybe I should have played my Pool Shark last turn so I could draw a fleeting one this turn. It's probably the case.
You spurn my gift. Must we fight?
They haven't had a boat yet, which is really good for us, he said, crossing his fingers. They're at 10, and we have 4 elusive power here. Bastion's a decent piece of protection, and I've got Mentor here as well.
Glory, courage, excuses for war. We playing bilge rules, son?
Playing build rules. Okay.
Looking into the future, I see
Purple. Purple.
Order, sir! Bring forth our army.
mystical levitation requires concentration.
Diana? Diana? She's a 5 now, right? And then with one of these, she can hook and kill Swain.
Celestial power.
I will be heard.
This.
Really good game of Runeterra. The Runeterra content's amazing. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Thanks for the quarter of a year. Usernames that I can sing songs to are strictly better than usernames I can't sing songs to. Apologies.
Counterattack!
Fight me. Alright. This thing is gonna deal 3 to us. And then it is Overwhelm. That's a great draw. The messengers have been excellent here too. Ah! Oh no. Oh no. At least these gems are outrageous, huh? Got a little bit of a visual bug here, huh? Got the super secret mystery doggo here. Wow, are we gonna win this game? Are we gonna win this game? What's the best line here? Second shark is bad for us. I should open attacks because of second shark, right? Is the line? I can gem. Is gemming beneficial? Gemming means that they have to block because they're all lethal. So they have to deal with this and these. Wow, really tight game. I did not think we were gonna win that towards the middle. It's a really, really good set overall. Two really great sets today. Both the decks were really sweet. The addition of Guiding Touch was very, very good. Lot of pirate aggro on the ladder. Not only being able to buff back up and heal our things like we saw there in that last game, saving our elusive from their Noxious Guillotine, but it's a burst speed draw for Twisted Fate. Gives you that little bit of extra buffer in some of the other matchups. Yeah, we beat Resolve Boat plus Swain, right? Like, that was awesome. I'm really happy with Messenger Sigil in this deck. I know this card doesn't look like it does a lot, but this deck sees a lot of cards every game, and I think playing less than 3 of that is not correct. I think I'm pretty happy with the mix of stuff overall. We came down on a salvage at the top end here, and I liked that. Lowered the curve a little bit. The curve of this deck is super, super trim. Yeah, I looked at the new cards in the middle of this set, and I will post that as a separate video on my YouTube channel. Thank you, everybody, for dropping in here today. If you're new, welcome to Oaklandian. Thanks for checking out the content. For the month of October, I'm planning to do Runeterra every single morning, Monday through Friday. So if you enjoy constructed Runeterra, we're going to be doing 2 constructed decks every single morning from starting at about 8:45 Central until about noon time. For people that aren't familiar with me, I have 3 small children, 2 of which are currently doing remote learning, so I'm off in the afternoons to help them with their classwork and stuff like that. I also do some variety segments if you're into role-playing games and turn-based strategy games every night of the week except for Monday. I do a few hours of variety stuff. Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out tomorrow night in early access, so we're going to check that out on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thanks, everybody, for the new subs and Prime subs today. I'm hoping to be able to do Runeterra stuff full-time and transition away from Magic, and this is kind of a test month to figure out if that's possible and sustainable. If you missed anything today, everything I stream ends up on my YouTube channel here, and I cut it all up deck by deck, so you'll see lots of different constructed videos and variety segment videos, and each day, if you can't check out all the vid decks I play, I always tag a favorite each day. So whichever one of the 2 decks that we play each morning is a standout, I'll tag that up there too. So thanks for watching. Everybody stay safe out there wherever you're at in the world. Peace, folks. Hopefully see some of y'all again tomorrow.